Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Deathgarden. Today we're playing the Fog, but before we jump into the game, we're going to talk about the patch that we got and everything that came with it, plus the hotfix that came just moments after to fix a couple of our issues. So first, the Fire in the Sky. We already covered what we should generally have in this patch, and we already knew Fire in the Sky, the new map, Tundra, or well, they call it the Scandinavian Forest biome, which is tundra, snow. It's got snowfall, it's got the northern lights, all that kind of stuff. So we knew that was coming. That's in the patch already. The Proving Grounds, which is the leaderboard, which comes on the TV. You can actually see it on my screen right now. I'm in Master, top 5%. We'll talk about that in just a minute here. And then we got the improvements that we didn't cover, so let's go over that. So first, the UI widget to increase blood deliver noticeability has been improved, and what this means is when you're playing Hunter, when they're delivering blood, the A, B, and C diamonds actually pulse whenever blood's delivered there. It's a fantastic way to help the Hunter see in levels with too many trees that make it hard to see the sky, and if you're too far away for the ground. The other thing is that they modified, of course, the experience for downing and execution, and I've already noticed so many Hunters stopped executing. The only ones that keep doing it are just the brand new players that still somehow missed that it's not worth it. And it does tell you occasionally, like in tutorials and pop-ups, that you know, executing after a couple downs is better, but there's still some work they got to be in there. But my best and favorite thing they added was that Hunters can now reload and sprint at the same time. That was the worst. Because when I'm LMG poacher and you know you gotta reload, if you sprint you cancel your reload, and it's so bad. But other things that they did was crate hacking. All bullets now hack crates instantly. Kind of sucks for the Stalker right now because the Stalker's passive of auto hacking is now useless because a single bullet from anything hacks a crate immediately. There's no time on that. Execution range increased. Originally, I had discussed with a couple of people that they intended and intentionally made it so that the like safe zones were safe. I guess they went against that, and now they're allowing Hunters to execute at a slightly larger distance, just long enough that you can reach into areas and kill a scavenger who's hiding in a safe spot. The shock ability, now in the normal patch notes, the shock ability got reduced down to a 5.5 cooldown from the 6.5 second cooldown it had. They hotfixed that back up to 6.0. They did want it shorter. I believe that the reason here is to stop scavengers from grabbing crates mid-chase. Of course, it could have some other functions. And then they increased the stamina regeneration on Hunters by 20%, up from 10. So it's an overall great upgrade to Hunters. Now you might be saying, but Hunters were OP. Hunters are just so good. Why did they need buffs? And the big thing is Hunters are meant to be a very scary force. And when a scavenger can play around with a Hunter, that's a problem. You as a scavenger are to play stealthy. So these changes help the Hunter remain a constant presence and kind of scare factor for you as a scavenger, which is why I'm going to play scavenger today, because I want to show you that, you know, it's more than being able to bully a Hunter. It's about what you can do to prevent yourself from being in one of those situations. Scavengers, though, they also got a bit of a nerf and a buff depending on which scavenger you play. So all scavengers' bolts, when you shoot, they now stay visible for longer, from 0.9 seconds to 2 full seconds. That's a bit rough because now it really guides you. Skilled Hunters used to be able to track you if they saw, but the bolts would vanish so fast sometimes they couldn't, so this kind of makes it much easier for them to track you. Then you have a dust trail increase where the duration of the dust trail is now increased by 0.25 seconds. This makes it more visible for them to follow you when you're invisible, or just follow you in general. You kick up dust when you sprint, so it's on there for just a little bit longer. So those are just really there to make the stealth play more important. Like, there's no marking things with a Hunter right next to you anymore because it will point to right where you're at. You got to be more careful. However, the buff came to clone power. They are now more realistic. They will evade, climb, and jump. And oh my, I as a Hunter got tricked out so bad. A clone leapt off of the stage, turned around, grabbed onto the wall, and climbed all the way back up. I thought it was real. At first, I thought it was a clone, And I was like, you know, and then jumped off and climbed up. And I was like, oh my gosh. They also make noise now. They're revealed now. It's intense. Clone is so good right now. So if you haven't tested out the clone power or you thought it was bad, this is the time to get back into it. So now also the healing bolt got a slight nerf. The revived scavengers will now be revived at 2/3 of their health, so 2 bars instead of all 3. This was to keep it consistent with if you revive them by hand, because there are perks that make you full health, and I guess it gives them purpose. So the nerf is more to just keep it consistent. Active Camo got a massive nerf. You can be easily notice when you are evading or climbing and firing your Van Brace power, your black silhouette is revealed. So you can't do any of that without kind of revealing yourself. And also when you take damage or are in a revealed area, it reveals you. So be very careful. Along with that, the dust kick up is for camo, so they can really see where you're going. You need to play camo smart. You can walk and you can crouch to prevent the dust. To walk with a keyboard, just tap the button, and instead of sprinting, your character will just do a walk side to side, which will prevent the dust from starting up. Then on top of that, the Lucky Charm perk from Ghost had its requirements changed for level 2, 6, and 10, increasing the requirements by 33%. Scavenger progression tweaks. They removed a couple of the very annoying challenges like climb 2,400 meters, stay crouched for 2,400 meters, all gone. They fixed it and replaced them with challenges that will help be a little more intuitive instead of just extremely annoying. So that was one of the major complaints from everybody, including myself. I didn't appreciate climbing or walking that much. I didn't have an inherent problem with that, but I do now. I did, and I'm glad they fixed it. I guess I'm getting tongue-tied here. It was just something annoying that when you had to hang there for like 2 minutes, just wasting your time wasn't very intuitive for the gameplay. So Blood Mode and End of Match alterations. Blood Mode can now allow scavengers to collect blood. That's huge. That allows scavengers to make more experience at the end game, and also affects some of the perks like Fleet Feet for Fog. He's going to be able to maintain his insane speed during Blood Mode. And the end of match timer was increased to 2 minutes after instead of 1 minute. That should help out a bit. On top of that, the prestige cosmetics, the scavenger side is now more bloody, and the hunter side, it has now more gold and is sometimes a little bloody. So that's majority of those fixes. And then during the hot fix, they re-enabled private games, play with friends, party split bug is fixed. The private games party split is also fixed, and like I said, they already brought up the shock cooldown from 5.5 to 6. So that's where the game stands. Now we're going to jump into the next game with Fog. Hopefully you enjoyed these patch notes, and I'll see you all in the garden. Before we jump into the garden, one thing I wanted to mention was this is the leaderboard, and you could shoot it to change it. This is my hunter side, this is my scavenger side. These are the top 5 players. This is my current score in my rank, so I'm Masters, 5%. The people on the top 5, you notice they were a little high. Some people have farmed, and that is likely the reason that we're not getting rewards yet for the leaderboard, because there are some things that obviously going to need to iron out. People cheating or abusing mechanics to get more than the intended amount of experience, because it'll be pretty interesting. Ooh, calling me out. Okay, well, we'll see how far they go. One of the big things for these people is some scavengers play well, some don't, and some hunters play very well and play with their food very well, or some just instant execute. But I'm gonna gamble that this game the hunter's not gonna execute. There is a bug right now. We're all labeled aspirants, so that kind of sucks. And that's about it. It's nothing big. Aw, he's upset. It's okay. We'll teabag his body if he goes down before we do. On the points. First strike, we didn't get the snow level. That's a true shame. I was really hoping I could show it off in my own. I've been getting it all day on stream. I've been really enjoying it. Unfortunately, I can't force that map to come out. So one thing, if you never knew, you'd never really have to leave the beginning area if you don't want to, when it comes to blood and all that, because the blood spawns in certain locations, and like it's not always going to be away from where you jumped in. It'll be right at the beginning area, so you don't have to walk away. I usually just stay there, sometimes stay low, don't make noise, depends on the situation. Ooh, there's B over there. So the perks I'm running now is Sharing is Caring, which I don't even remember what my challenge is. Let's check that real fast. Ooh, I gotta get power core crates. And I don't know why I'm using healing. Ooh. This could be bad. We're staying low. It's all about staying undetected, you know? I'm listening for that terrorist. It's kind of close. He could just leap over here. I'd be in a lot of trouble. Getting louder. It's getting ready to run. Oh, I got it all. Sweet. So my challenge is to collect 75 of these. So what I'm going to do is mark it with one and just pick it back up. It's a fantastic way to get some marking experience and allow me to pick up the blue crate as well. Also doesn't waste my bullets, which I'm desperately low on. But I'm still using Heat of the Moment. That's a fantastic perk. I'm just gonna shoot those, get double marking on that. So your power bolts do mark multiple things. Hang on. Let me just play it. There we go. That's the dick face from the beginning. Now, am I saying bad words? Yes. I don't particularly care for people like them, so I'm usually happy with it. Even though I'm healer and probably could have done so. Did he leave? Whew. Oh shit, get hit, right? I'm doing too bad. That kind of sucks though. This hunter is relatively new, but you can definitely tell he's struggling. We've almost got 60% of the blood in, which is a bad sign for him. I really haven't been doing all that much. Use some more blue crates though. Could probably repick that one back up. I could be doing a lot more, you know, in terms of marking and stuff. I just being real lazy. This game's super easy. And unfortunately, you do bump into some new players, and I hope that they fix the matchmaking soon. Ooh, we got a stalker girl. She's going to finish them off. Alright, that's alright. Make sure I'm filled up on blood. Mark everything. Like I said, I do need the blue boxes for... Oh, that's the other thing. They didn't mention it, but they updated the graphics for the golden crate. Gotta be careful here. She coming? She's coming. Ooh. She just run over to A. Yeah, so we finally hit the 60%. It's a rough match for her. It's a rough match for her. I hope someone doesn't get in trouble here. I probably wanted this on there. No. I love the experience. Just gotta keep gaining. I got 7,000 in one game for delivering so much blood. I don't know how much I'm getting this game. That guy still alive? No, his health bar is not decreasing anymore. Yeah, that was it. Oh, they got it. If your health bar stops decreasing, that typically means he's in the middle of executing you. But if the health bar is constantly going down, then they're pretty good. I think so. The terror radius is getting louder. Yeah, not a wise idea to deliver blood right now. I think she found some... No. Deliver a bit more. Get off here. Don't need to deliver all of your blood. Just stay low, don't get caught. Hacking like crazy. Terrace is getting loud again. She's in my area. She's super chumped away, so that means her stamina is decreasing. I'm gonna take the time while her stamina isn't at max to just start delivering like crazy. We're actually gonna win this one. Jeez. So when you get a game like this, like if you know a hunter just instant executes, you know that they're not too fresh at the game, or they're just doing it to spite you in some way, I would say. So take advantage of that knowledge. When they don't play all that well, hop on it. I'm out of ammo, so I'm just kind of grabbing. Oh no, they're delivering. I want some points. I can probably deliver one. Yep, that was it. But part of the new patch, I can actually... Oh, no, no, no. I don't want to be the first revealed. First revealed. Okay, that's alright. It's alright. Can I grab that blood? Heck yeah. Now, if I had fleet feet, I could make good use of that. I'm going to try to stay... If I could save them, that'd be great. You okay? Nope. Yeah, I tried. Well, maybe I can try again. Alright, he's out. You know, he's not going for it. We're getting out. I'm getting out. So I'm going to shoot my ally. That should give me a little bit of experience. And it gives you 20 experience for each piece of blood. So if you get out with all 20, so 5,320. Not bad. The best I did, I was rescuing people, because that's 400 experience for a rescue. I was also delivering blood and marking a lot more. I was pretty passive this game. But I would say it's pretty good. Experience-wise, him getting the early execution did not pay off. The only person who died was the one talking shit. Feels good, man. On a patch notes, I can live with that. That's really all I got for you guys today. So, thank you all for watching. If you like what I do here, please hit that like button. There will be more Deathgarden videos coming up, and I'll be sure to cover all the patches and all the information coming up. Like I said, I've been always helpful with this game, and I always want to do better for this game. So, the extremely almost impossible scores of the leaderboard are likely to be taken care of, and I will talk to the devs about it. Obviously, they are aware that this might have been an issue at some point, so they'll find a way to have experience it. But I like it. It makes me feel very rewarded for like the games that I could score very high on. And to be honest, I don't even remember how exactly I got the 7,000, but getting up to like 22,000, that one's nuts, nuts. But I hope to see what your scores are. If you do play Deathgarden and you did get your score, let me know what your score is, your top score, in the comments down below. Let me know what rank you got so I can see where our community is at, and also tell me what class you like playing. I'm almost to Prestige 1 on my character. I just gotta finish the challenges. I've got enough blood, iron, and zinc. No, I probably need... What? We're getting there. We're getting there. Also, yeah, again, if you didn't know, you can just shoot this both for Hunter and just shoot it. It swaps over to the other side, which I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so anyways, thank you all for watching. If you like, comment, subscribe if you like these videos. And as always, good game.